Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends, Tales from the Rails, Episode 55, Tricky Engines. Mighty Mac are very useful engines. When they work together, things go smoothly. But when they quarrel, things don't go to plan. One bright early morning, Mighty woke excitedly and puffed onto the turntable. But Mac was still half asleep, and when Mighty woke him, he gave him a giant bump, sending Mighty right through the buffers. "What was that for, Mac?" said Mighty angrily. "You woke me," said Mac, "and I was still sleeping." "It's time to start work, Mac." "Well, we're not going anywhere soon now." Then Sir Topham Hatt arrived. "Behave yourselves, you two. I need you to go to the quarry and take some rock. Can you do that?" "Not when I'm working with Mac, sir." "And not when I'm working with Mighty," protested Mac. "Really useful engines don't argue. Now get to work." Peter Sam soon put Mighty Mac back on the track, and Madge took away the broken buffer. The two arrived at the quarry, but then trouble arose. "I want to lead. I don't want my paint being ruined by the quarry dust." "Oh, Pa, you got the lead here. Now it's my turn. You can take the next train." And before Mighty could respond, Mac pushed Mighty over the switch and coupled him up to the cars. "Oh, Mac, I'll get you back for this." The two puffed away, but Mighty was secretly planning his revenge. Their next job was to take passengers to the Castle Causeway, and Mighty was leading. Now it was Mac's turn to be cross. "Why do you always get to pull the passengers?" "Because you take the goods trains." While waiting patiently for the passengers, Mighty finally came up with a solution of a revenge on Mac. It was later in the day when the two arrived for the washdown. As they entered the wash, Mighty's cheeky plan went to work. While entering, Mighty stopped so only he could receive the wash. "Hey, you stopped too quickly." But it was too late. Mighty enjoyed his washdown as Mac was left cross. Mac was furious when Mighty finished his wash. "Now I want a washdown," but the manager overheard. "Only one washdown per person, Sir Topham Hatt's rules." Mighty laughed in success. When they arrived back home at the sheds, Mighty was generous enough. "Mac, I'll let you have the front of the shed tonight while I face the back. I think it's the most generous thing to do since what I did to you." Mac agreed, but didn't say a word to Mighty. When Mighty had fallen asleep, Mac whispered to the other engines, "Just you wait until tomorrow. I'll get Mighty back. Just you wait." "What is that supposed to mean?" said Duncan curiously. Now, Mac. Getting revenge on Mighty isn't the most intelligent thing to do. If Sir Topham Hatt finds out, you can be in big trouble." "Pa, I have to get Mighty back. I have had a washdown in 3 days, and that says enough." The next morning, Madge arrived with the new buffer set. It was quickly put into place, and Madge left. Mac woke to the sound of Madge's engine, and he slowly rolled onto the turntable without waking Mighty or the other engines. If Mighty thinks he's so clever, wait until he sees this plan. As quietly as he could, Mac left the yards. He slowly climbed the summit as the morning dawn broke out. "Ah, perfect," he said, and grinned. As loudly as he could, he whistled and shouted, "Wake up, lazy bones! Why don't you do some hard work like me?" and pushed Mighty down the mountain. Mighty woke from Mac's call and suddenly saw himself gliding down the mountain. "Mac, brakes!" he shouted, but they didn't stop there. When they reached the bottom of the hill, they rushed up Rumbling Bridge. That's where Mac stopped, and suddenly the bridge began shaking. Mighty shut his eyes in fear, but then it stopped. Mighty opened one of his eyes to hear Mac laughing. "That'll teach you, Mighty." Mighty gave a sheepish smile and a fake laugh. They returned to the sheds later on. "I'm sorry for being so selfish yesterday, Mac. I only wanted to do what was best for me and not what was best for us. And I'm sorry I tricked you into such a fright. Come on, we have a full day of work ahead, and if we work together, we work the best and become a really useful engine. And the two puffed away.